Hey there, good people, it's a Crippled Critic, and this week I am so happy I get to talk about the game Glitchhikers, the Spaces Between. Oh man, I've been wanting to talk about this for a few months now. If you guys remember, years ago, at the very beginning of my channel, near the beginning, God, I guess like 7 years ago, 6, 7 years ago, I did a little accessibility rundown for a game called Glitchhikers, and well, this is sort of a reboot, reimagining slash sequel. It's takes from that game, which the original was very short. It was, you could beat it in like 15, 20 minutes. It was basically it was a highway where in this dreamlike state, and you picked up hitchhikers and had really interesting philosophical conversations, and you learned new things. I really liked that game. I liked how, I loved the dialogue and I loved the soundtrack. It had a really unique atmosphere. And oh my gosh, I knew nothing about this, like, sort of reboot, like, project until last year. The lead developer sent me a message on my birthday last year of all, days, and what a birthday gift. He asked me if, I could consult for the game, and wow, it was such an honor. I got to really get behind the scenes and give my perspective and help make the game more accessible. Although, to be honest, it's already very accessible before I got involved, and but the lead designer talked to me about how he'd seen the original video I did, and he talked in the comments too years ago about trying to add like an update that changed the controls or made it a little more accessible, maybe in the future, and he took what I said to heart, and that was just so amazing, and what an honor, like I said. But so they hired me to be a consultant for this game, and first time I was really doing that in official capacity, and I just wanted to kind of do a let's play, and I'm going to go through each section and just play and let you guys see it. This game is a lot bigger than the original. It still has the highway, but that's just one area. I think there's like 4 other ones, and yeah. So first, let me show you some of the accessibility, because there's a lot. So you can play with a controller. You can play with a mouse and keyboard, but one important thing for me, because I play a lot of PC games, usually with just a mouse if I can help it. But that, one thing I can say that I helped sort of helped show them. One thing I can actually say that I helped sort of highlight it as far as like accessibility and the controls is that there are different parts of the mouse and different buttons that most developers may not know. You can sort of remap or it actually can make it easier for some players. So things like the mouse scroll wheel up and scroll wheel down is something I've really pushed for, and I'm really happy they allowed for. So you can remap the left mouse button, the right mouse button, and up and down on the scroll wheel. And for me, that allowed me to play this, or should allow me to play this game with just a mouse. And that's really cool. So that's my one thing that I contributed, was the mouse customizable controls. So I already have my settings, and I have, you see the look sensitivity. It can be a little bit of a struggle, but if you do have a struggle, I recommend lowering the frame rate. Uh, it's normally at 60, but I put it at 30 because it helps me with the mouse. But you can also turn off glitches, which, you know, for people who may have a sensitivity to that or flashing kind of lights, you can turn that off. Change the cursor size, which is pretty cool. You can hide the HUD completely. Hide dialogue. Oh yeah, let's see. I like this because you can change the size and it shows you immediately the difference. So that's really cool. Change the size of subtitle text. You can have high contrast for gamers with visual impairments. And that can be for the menu and subtitle text and dialogue text. There are no QuickTime events in this game, I will just say, but there are you can choose between button holds or single clicks for the dialogue choices. So even that is just, you know, another way you can customize your experience. Individual sound levels for music, sound effects, and voices. I'm not exactly sure about this antique engine. I assume that maybe you can use a certain kind of car eventually, and maybe it has a strange noise, and you can turn that off. I'm not sure, but maybe we'll find out. Oh yeah, you can also change the field of view, which I already have mine set, but it's pretty good. Brightness and contrast. So, how about we start and go on a journey. Some kind of gas station out in the middle of nowhere. Yes, please. Very well. How might I help you? Where am I? This is the stop, a little roadside attraction on the outskirts. You know, one of those spaces in between. We provide refreshment, relaxation, and restoration to weary wayfarers. In between what? But what can I do? As lofty as my ambitions for this place, the stop is merely a waypoint between journeys. Most of what there is to do here is embark on some new form of travel. That being said, you may also wish to check out our drink selection from time to time, as we will be receiving new stock. But it's wonderful that you've made your way here. I don't know if you meant to. I don't know if any of us are really here at all, frankly. Most people come here between journey, whether those journeys are physical, mental, spiritual, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Tonight, you can head out to the highway if you'd like, nearby railway and hop aboard the commuter train. Driving the highway always has a chill kind of vibe to me, though your thoughts may wander to all sorts of topics as you consider the universe around you. There's nothing quite like a late night drive, is there? So classic. Traveling by train is more collective. It's more of a collective journey, in my opinion. Everyone head in the same direction. Expect a sense of community, but also the kinds of deep, personal conversations you can only have in a safe space. So what is this clerk? What is he? Like a... I love that weird one-eyed person. Psychedelic too. Maybe he's a space alien. There's also a nearby park, but it's closed at the moment as they install some new sculptures. And the bus to the airport is running late again. Just check back next time if you're here. Check back in next time you're here if you want to learn about those. Give it a try. That's all we're asking. Open your mind and settle into the experience. Maybe you know what you're looking for out here. Maybe not. That's okay too. Sometimes it's nice to see where the journey takes you. But no matter your travels, expect to find others on the same journey. Share your thoughts, your feelings. There's never a right or wrong answer out here. And if you find your conversations too much, or if you need help, you can always ask to stop. Just press the back button whenever you are given dialogue options. Otherwise, you can quit. Quit the journey or game at any time via the pause menu. I'll always be here if you need to talk to someone. Check back in between journeys, and if you need resources outside the experience, a link is available in the pause menu as well. Look at the night sky out there. The moon is watching over you tonight. We're all watching over you. Oh god. I forgot to mention that there are also ways you can filter out the kinds of conversations that you have. I do like that, it says they encourage to revisit these as your journey through life progresses. In real life, I assume. But, um, oh, you can reset your save data and specifically just the different sections too. That's neat. I think there's 4 sections altogether. Okay. But yeah, you can turn off, anything to do with these topics if you don't feel comfortable with that. So I'd never seen this level of it before, of being able to filter the experience, but that's pretty neat. So there you go. Check out Cool Zone. A drink. I guess I can't really take it. That's not Fritz. Ooh, can I get that drink? It's got like a face on it. Yeah. Got like some kind, I don't know. It kind of looks like the Scream, that painting, but like a little more psychedelic, if that's possible. Or they're actually happy and they're just like reaching out, but it just looks kind of like that same pose and everything. Alright. I like the handicap button. press it? That'd be cool if I could. I'll leave when I want to. Okay. How about we try out the highway first, guys? On the road again.
Good evening, and welcome to Radio 90 Night Drive. Thanks for tuning in. The story goes that early film viewers panicked at the sight of a train rushing towards them. On the web, we navigate spaces shaped by information and data. In video games, we will our avatar bodies to weave around obstacles, and in VR, our stomachs turn at the edge of a digital cliff. We immerse ourselves in a reality on a screen, a reality that is no less real than any other. Realities within realities that sometimes tell us more about our own reality than what we think is real. And what we think is real is telling. What will your brain tell you as you drive the dark roads of reality? What truths are rushing towards you? And when the spectacle gets all too real, will you panic like the apocryphal film viewers, or drive on? With our next song, Xenon.
Xenon. Oh, I think it's our first hitchhiker. What's up? From something nearby. Thanks for the pickup. I was beginning to think it would be hours before I got a lift from something worthy. Are you hurt? Never done this. Had a bad experience with hitchhiking before? Something a little drive can't fix. Just to the next rest stop would be great. A good drive can fix a lot. Mind if I smoke? I bet it's not a cigarette. It's nice calming. Let's just be alone with your thoughts. Is that a joint? You know it. Good old BC buzz. Everyone needs a little time with their thoughts. Get to know them better, you know? They say the journey's more important than, the other thing. Why are you driving? Driving to find something. The spiritual thing. A time to be alone with your thoughts. Our souls, our universe, our gods. I get that. I wonder what that says about our gods. When I was a kid, we had a cabin out on one of the islands at night. You could see thousands of stars. It was so bright, you didn't need a flashlight. I gave them all names. Atticus, and Caesar, Garuda, and Saul. They fought each other in wars of my making. Whoa! Alliances formed and were broken. Explosions burst across the sky. I was a god to them. I'll play along. I think the stars are a light in the darkness. Maybe the darkness is an illusion. My parents pretty much ignored me. Father was too drunk, mother too busy. Yet I still remember those days fondly. Think that says something about me? Yeah, I do. It probably does. One day a man came to the grassy spot where I played. He said he was from the stars, and he pleaded for my mercy. I told him it was all make-believe. He just shook his head. Really? Did that actually happen? I'm not gonna say that. Children can be cruel. So did you stop doing it? You know, I don't remember. I guess I must have. I never saw him again. Too bad I was never really a kid. Thanks for the lift. Say what? What? Well, he just left. Or was he ever really here?
How well can we truly know one another? We're surrounded by each other every day. We see, we speak, we listen, we love, we teach, we touch. But we can never know. We can never experience the world exactly how someone else does. We can never be inside their head. But tonight, we're all on this journey together. We're all in your head. Head onwards, driver. Find Me on a Whim is up next.
Trying to look at this exit signs, bodied something. Pretty weird. I love the surreal background and the soundtrack is really cool. Pioneer Park. Did the car just disappear? Bright trees. Got another hitchhiker. Is it a kid on a... Oh, hello. You look like a creepy alien child. How old are you? Little girl. It's a girl. Didn't know that. Where are your parents? That's just one question I have. I'm 8. 8 million years old? I don't know where my parents are. They don't really matter. What do you mean they don't matter? I'm here, they're not. It's as simple as that. They didn't accomplish anything in their lives. Certainly nothing that mattered. Neither will I. You know, human existence represents 0.0001% of the universe's existence so far. We're one planet of billions that likely hold life. Nothing we do will matter. And then the sun will explode. Spread new elements. You're right. Why this jaded? Yeah, did your parents make you this jaded? Also, you're human? No, this world did. You did. I told you. They don't matter. Me? Am I your parent? There are more people alive now than ever before. For every one person alive right now, there are only 14 dead people in human history. What? Oh, okay. You think every one of those people matters? Can you care what happens to everyone? The universe is an uncaring one planet of millions that must hold life in our galaxy alone. One galaxy of billions, in a fraction of a blink of an eye, you will be dead. There is no meaning to it all. The universe is random. We are mutation. Soon we'll be gone, and the universe will carry on without us. I think some form of life will persist, whether it's us. No, he think. Well. I'll do this one. We will persist. We'll make our way off Earth and explore the galaxy. Yeah. Technology and the need to explore and expand will keep us alive through the ages. Maybe it won't be us, our generation, but I do think some form will exist. Some form of us. Won't humanity just take its pathetic little problems into the stars? Yeah. And if we don't kill ourselves first, something out there will surely decide to kill us. We'll never be more than a tiny blip in the stars. And if you don't... Oh wait. A tiny blip in the universe. We seek out meaning for ourselves where there is none. Another pointless exercise in our pointless existence. I look up at the sky right now and see the endless blackness. A possibly infinite universe. In the face of that, what are we supposed to do? There's no true morality out there. The logical thing for us to do is, frankly, whatever we want. Doesn't matter anyway. The entire human race could get wiped out and it wouldn't even matter. Don't you think? I mean, what could we do that would make a difference? I do like that. Just live. Love. I'll say art. Art gives us a way to express ourselves and touch the lives of others. Art can outlast all of us. Yeah, hieroglyphics, man. Art will be lost over time. Nah, that's not necessarily true. And when the sun explodes, the art will go with it. Nothing is permanent. Entropy affects everything. And yet, here you are. Just driving. Just driving. Ugh. I know I can be a lot. It's just so hard. People don't want to understand. They're too afraid. I can't remember the last time someone just let me talk like this. I had no choice. Just kidding. You didn't have to. Thanks, I guess. And there he goes. There she goes.
How many dimensions do we exist within? 3? 4? 10? Or are we better served by the idea of infinite dimensions, a multiverse of lives and loves, of all the decisions we didn't make, the exits we passed, the words left unspoken?
Sagan.
What might we learn if we could see them, visit them, our alternate selves? Is there an enlightenment to be found, or the madness of the infinite? Does it serve you to imagine such an eternity? What exit will you take? Greenish Red Skies is up next. Keep searching, driver.
We got a beat. We got a beat now. Sorry if I'm not talking a lot, but I do want you to experience it. But it's got a really cool atmosphere, and the music's pretty cool. Pilgrim's Pass. take your pick of metaphors. Such a mundane form of travel in many ways, ubiquitous in this time and place. We are a generationless generation, driving through the desert of the real. A structured path from here to there, and yet not so mundane really. In fact, it's full of structured meaning and consequently power. Symbolism. There's magic here. Are you a wizard? Are you some kind of wizard, bro? Nope, nor am I a witch, though I've occasionally been confused for one. I do study a variety of arcane frameworks, but no, not a wizard. Sure. Foremost, I am a student of a particular craft, the art of shaping structures. Structures of all kinds, structures of buildings, but also structures of landscapes, of music, of stories, and of structures that structure other structures. You're a programmer. As highways and cars dominate your world and journeys, architecture changed to adapt. Roadside architecture, outsized buildings, angled to be seen in full as you sped past them, with towering signs and sweeping roofs designed to follow the eye of the passing traveler. Sprawling strip malls safe to remain in view for as long as possible, with vast parking lots to welcome the masses, each happy modern citizen with their own vehicle. There's none of that here, which is fine. I suppose it changed the pace. Similar, but unfamiliar. The way we travel shapes the structures of the landscapes around us. Right. It's amazing. Yeah, I'm integrating engineering, feat. And displays a perfectly good previous innovation for bullet train. Yeah, like seriously, humanity had just finished completely reshaping their whole infrastructure around it the last time I was here. Trains are like the modern thing. So maybe you're not from this planet? All part of modern life. Of course, modernity actually refers to a specific period, a specific movement of the past. Yet it comes to mean contemporary. Why? Meaning does change. Pithy. Let's say language changes. Modernity was an error, but words have lives of their own, and meaning changes. Totally true. But I wonder if it isn't indicative of a larger cultural way of thinking. Maybe this is just my focus on interpreting structures showing through, but hear me out. Modernity is in many ways based on the idea that science and reason will solve all problems. Eventually, and to that end, progress is always good, always forward, always in the right direction. Always in the right... Yeah, I got it right. Yay! Modernity favors modular solutions that combine to mutually reinforce a single worldview. It's often framed as the endpoint of knowledge, a grand unification of everything. Sounds great, but that's generally not how the universe works. Yep, you're an alien. Modernity created great upheavals, massive infrastructure, and huge scientific advancements, but the idea that there are objective truths lurking everywhere just waiting to be discovered, irrespective of context, or that technology would solve all our woes, these can be dangerous ideas. So post-modernity came and said, to hugely paraphrase, we have to be careful. Context is important, especially for those outside traditional power structures. Jeez. Progress isn't always positive, it's dangerous to oversimplify. Yeah, paraphrased indeed. Your critique is fair. I'm inevitably going to give you a partial or incomplete version of things. But if I wanted to be right about everything, I picked the wrong school of thought. Much of this was discussed only within the walls of the academy, and even there, the uptake was far from universal. Some of these ideas trickled out through popular media or resonated with insights developed within the subculture and praxis of the marginalized seeking escape from the crushing wave of so-called progress. Yeah, that's true. We've supposedly been living in a postmodern world for decades, and yet look at the billionaires, boy geniuses, and tech giants applying data-driven pseudoscience and logic to solve all our problems, using innovation and disruption. Revolutionary promises sans revolution. Meanwhile, their algorithms shape our lives while leaving many behind, and their massive resource use leaves the planet burning. They build over top the old structures of the internet, like modernists bulldozing historic town centers. It's all just a wave of modernity pushing us along, but offering little meaning. Mired in aging dogma, our contemporary really is modern, but to understand that, you need the footnotes. Caveats, critiques, refigurations, addendums, and remixes left to us by post-modernity. No matter what, we can't let ourselves be stuck. I really hope I'm saying that right, guys. Not stuck, but modernity. Modernity? We can get out of this wave and find others to ride. We just need to find the courage to turn the wheel. You're a little talkative, but, you make some good points. Academic crap. Nah, I don't do that. Say, the revolution must be the new structures we enact together each day. That's so beautiful. Wow, I'd like to write that down. No, wait. My familiar already got it recorded, but yeah. You have familiar? You are a witch. Or warlock, or wizard. But yeah. We can't sit in despair as the dying wave rolls over us. Ultimately, this is why I study my craft. I need to trace new structures that can take us all where we need to go. I'm not the only one working on this. This is essential. We will have to imagine so many futures. The solution will be many solutions. We must pick which ones to believe in. Dream big and choose wisely. Bye-bye, weird wizard person. I mean, not wizard.
And the circle of life continues. We don't always have control over our lives, over what happens to us, but we do control how we react. Accept, grow, live, love, hide, fade, wither, wisen, embrace, fight. You are all alone out there, but you're never alone. Millions of distinct bacteria share your body. You're never alone. Keep driving, driver. Jellyfission is up next.
Inevitably, it pulls on me even now. The frame is ephemeral, the portrait an illusion, the reality collapsing. That's what the Book of Yishak says. The Book of what? Probably doesn't exist here. It doesn't matter. Are you a space penguin? Or the Grim Reaper penguin? I can't tell. My dimension is collapsing. My home, my world, I can see it coming and I can't stop. Can't stop it. Poor guy. Will you hear my prophecies? Will you help me interpret the signs? I'll try. So much pressure. Yes, the visions come. Sun's warm, moon's crack. The flow of time glitches. The flow of time glitches. Glitches? No. The things that led to this are said. There's no going back and changing things now. Doom comes for us. For you too. You're a cheery one. Anyways, stop. What led to this? Is there any way to stop it? No, cataclysm is inevitable, though I cannot see when exactly it will strike. Have you seen the cornucopia? Is it empty yet? I haven't seen it yet. Keep a wary eye. It is one of the signs. We hope we can find stability. Once, a way for the dimension to survive, but then calamity strikes and sets us back. Oh, but when calamity strikes, we don't have time to move forward, and we're always patching the last thing, the now. The paths will shift, forks merge, new roads open, the glitches unravel under a changing biome. It becomes inhospitable. Oh god, you're talking about this game? This world? We will gather, we will work to reverse it, invent new processes, but they'll be misused, accelerate the problem, form new collectives, but they'll be mired in partisanship, power struggles. Then the pendulum swings, and new barons take power, plans are scrapped, new ones, worse ones start. Then the pendulum swings again. No progress, doom inches closer. So, Jesus. I see it all happen before it does, but there's no changing things. I sit helplessly while another catastrophe hits. The inevitability of it, what can I do? Well, stay in the present. I cannot. My vision is drawn inexorably forward. I cannot further doom those that will come after me, by pretending there is no after. I can't stay long in this world. I'll be pulled back to mine. I always am. Pulled back towards destruction. Extinctions will come. Plagues. The gloom of hatred will grow. The wave of indifference. But I see it here too. The same problems. Progress made impossible by shifting fortunes. For the next calamity. Ever onwards toward inevitable doom. Do you sense it? You must. I don't know what you mean. That's not a good answer. The future isn't written. Even without my vision, I can see the patterns. The future may not be set in stone, but the past is. The road is built, and I fear it only heads in one direction. Hey, I actually I got him in that one. It comes, you drive on. Why? Because I like it. I already said it's a spiritual thing. It's turning the soul as well as the body. Perhaps says the only journey is still worth having as we crash into the future. Nice. I don't know what to do. I fear there is nothing to do. Yet I will be here until it comes. It's calling me back. I cannot linger. Until next time. Perhaps we can find more answers. What? He was cool. Crypto Lagoon. On our way. like frequencies on the radio, guys. That was super creepy. The heck? They added a lot. Like, I got so many different characters already. You know, I played the demo, and
The road stretches before us all, whether we drive it or not. Where does it lead you? Do you have a destination in mind, or is the future a mystery? Does that ribbon of highway disappear in darkness, or is there a light that guides you? Is life taking you on a journey, or do you set your own path? We all have a path to follow or forge. It intersects with others, stoplights and mergers and exits. Sometimes it stretches for miles alone. But we're not alone, are we, driver? No matter what we might tell ourselves. Let's end our program tonight with slow, deep breaths. Nice and simple. Ready, driver?
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3. Okay. This has been Night Drive on Radio 90.
Okay, I think the radio host took over my body, but cool. Look at the city.
You've got one hand on the button. You've got one hand on the wheel. There's a tension as you hover, uncertain how you feel. Uncertain how you feel. This all just seems too real. Uncertain how to cope. Uncertainty is now. But every time I look around, probabilities collapse. The odds are that I'll go to ground.
that was pretty freaking cool. That was the highway, and yeah, tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below, and we can check out each of the other sections next. Maybe, how about the park? Right, the path. That'll be next up. But thank you for watching. This is a really cool game. I'm so happy that I could even help out in any way. But thanks for watching, and as always, I will see you later.